Is the housing market crashing? We'll find out. We're also going to talk about the Las Gatos Home of the Week, the Silver Tsunami from an economic point of view, and Santa Clara County's highs and lows. And also, I want to out a video I did a couple days ago. I want to really what I'm talking about here. And unfortunately, I lost the data. I lost that sheet. So I have to go and recreate it. This is Euclid, Las Gatos. This is Las Gatos Home of the Week. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2 half baths, 2,500 square feet, built in 1960, but it's gorgeous inside. Let's take a look at inside here. Look at that, gorgeous. Wow, it's just amazingly beautiful. Look at that, beautiful stovetop, no cheesy backing thing there that they have, the controls there. They have the little glass refrigerator. I'm not a big fan of that, but whatever, looks good. I like the blue, kind of sharp, stands out. It's better than dated ruby red, cherry red. See, it's a gorgeous house. Big house, and it sits next to the trail in Las Gatos, which we're going to see in a map. That's really cool. That just caught my attention. That's a beautiful picture. What the hell's going on there? Can't have straight beams. You have to have wavy beam. I don't get it. That's a little busy. Nice pantry. It's a well thought out pantry. Las Gatos Home of the Week. Let's take a look at the map. It has everything going for it. Las Gatos, beautiful house, except one thing. You have to go a long distance away to get there. You can walk to Main Street in downtown Las Gatos, but you're right on the freeway. That would be a major no for me. So I don't care if it's $100 or $3 million. I'm not going to buy it. So there you go. Silver Tsunami from an economic point of view. Now, this whole thing is from Freddie Mac. He's one of the main players in the home mortgage industry, and they're the ones that actually set up the guidelines on how to create fair loans, the mortgage to the entire GDP. So anywhere from 2 to 2.5% we contribute to the entire GDP. Distressed sales as a share of single family residents and vacant units is massively low. This was 2008, 2009. So whatever data you're seeing that are saying, oh, REOs or bank loans are coming back, they're not. They might have ticked up a slight bit, but it's nowhere near what we're seeing. What might be the savior of our market is the aging boomers and impact on the housing market. Now, see, the youngest boomer is 60 years old. It also means that these boomers are going to go into retirement, and a majority of them are going to move. It's called empty nesting, which means that they might open up. We have very low supply. And once this starts happening, it'll be another problem where maybe we start developing more senior communities a little bit further out, but still close. You're connected to the family, but you still have a destination to go to. A lot of boomers, a lot of older people tend to live in their house. There's a reason why you want to live in your house until you pass away. If you have a trust, and only 5% of the people that I've ever surveyed have a trust, you get to transfer your ownership of all your assets to your heirs, whoever that might be, without having to go into probate. You also get a cost basis step up. So if you bought your house for $50,000 and now it's worth $500,000 or $5 million, doesn't matter. Once you pass on, you get to have a step up in cost basis, and your heirs or your spouse gets to enjoy that. So if there's a couple and one of them passes away, the other one gets to sell that house with a stepped up tax basis and enjoy that tax break and move to another place. They get to take all that equity without having to pay taxes. In California, you might have to pay income taxes. I'm not a tax advisor, and I'm not giving tax advice. Don't sell your property to your kids. Let them take it over when you pass on. If you're not going to live in it, rent it out, because the tax laws are set up is forcing us to hold on to our properties a lot longer than we should. This is a 2,500 square foot house. And when my kids go to college and move out, there's no need for me to have this house. But I'm going to hold on to it because it continues to make money. The bottom line of this is that 69 million boomers, accounting for 21% of the population and 30% of total homeowners. Boomers are overrepresented in the homeowner demographic. As they start passing on, they're going to start increasing the supply because they're going to pass on. And the way the rules are set up is that it forces the heirs, the children, to sell the house, which is good because it reinvigorates the market. We need more supply. This is just a couple minutes. Let me know if you can hear this. All right. So that shows you In Santa Clara County, you're earning, if you own a house, you earn on average $377 a day. My house is something where it's going to continue to increase cash. Could World War III break out tomorrow and all of a sudden all of our values plummet to ashes? Yeah, absolutely. Where I'm going right now is that's the foresight that I'm seeing. I should buy 4 or 5 more properties over the next 5 years and let that continue to go up. When you buy a house, a lot of my buyers are like, oh, it's so expensive. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. If you don't make the median income, you're short on that. However, if you buy a townhouse and get into a house or something that's building equity, you're not making $377 a day. That's $11,000 a month that you're gaining in equity on average for the median priced house, for an average priced house. That's $35 for the median priced house in Santa Clara. But if you had 10 houses, you'd be making $1 million a year just in equity, tax free. Yes, it's expensive to buy into it, but people get it. People that don't think it's a scam. Is the housing market going to crash? Yeah, it could possibly crash. Absolutely could possibly crash. We don't know. Do you have a crystal ball? Because I look at the automotive market, I look at the credit card market, I look at the healthcare market, I look at all the different pieces of GDP from an economic point of view and try to figure out where we're going. You can have their opinion on every piece of the GDP, every industry that feeds into the GDP. You can say the stock market's corrupt. You can say our politicians are corrupt. You can say all this other stuff. It doesn't matter because whatever's going on right now is still going well. Crash tomorrow? Absolutely. It could be a house of cards. It could be China's apartment dwelling Ponzi scheme thing. It could be sanctions that we put in place that are hurting China that could collapse the market. There's a lot of different things that could happen. Could it be Bitcoin that hurts the US economy? Yeah, there's a lot of different things that can do it, but it's such a huge economy, spending trillions of dollars every year. It could be the abundance of shadow inventory of repossessed cars in the US market. It could be a ton of different things. We don't know. Is the housing market going to crash? I don't think it is. And if you look at, what's his name? Lawrence Yun, our chief economist at NAR. Yes, the same NAR that's getting sued. This guy's been around for 10 years. He's very well trusted. He's a smart dude. I talked to him. I talked to Lawrence, our guy from the assessor. There's not a lot that could be in our way. Even if the market does crash, we're insulated in a very high-tech bubble. So yes, our market is cyclic. We have layoffs and we have hiring. We have good times and bad times. In the microchip industry, there's always jobs available here in this valley. Is the market going to crash? It could affect everybody globally. Is it going to? I don't know. Please don't take that to the bank. I'm buying another house. So the other thing to keep in mind is we're a very microcosm of the entire GDP. So if you look at Santa Clara County, the Bay Area counties, California, the United States, every different county, every city is a microeconomic bubble that could pop. So if I tell you to go buy a house over in St. Louis or wherever in Canada, and then the market bubble pops there, it's not going to affect over here. It could, because there's a butterfly effect, but probably not. And right now, there's actually counties across the United States that are seeing negative equity. There's different areas that are seeing economic downturns. There's commercial properties that are seeing economic downturns even here. You're seeing prices devaluate. So keep that in mind. All right. We're also doing a talk about this on financial intelligence, which is another channel I host. We interview people and we talk about that. The highest was 4.7 and the lowest was 89. Today's highest and lowest, Santa Clara County. You ready? Let's get into this real quick. This is the highest sold house in Santa Clara County. Highest sold property in Santa Clara County is $4.7 million. It started off at 4.8. Was on market 22 days. A 5-bedroom, 3-bath. These are not my listings. It's a beautiful Shea house. You want to say it's custom, but it really isn't. They did do some upgrades in it, but the reason why it's sold for so much is it's a large house in Los Altos. And then the lowest priced house is Morgan Hill. It's $89,000, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I think it's an attached house, which means it has $505,000. Stay away from those HOAs. I am not a fan of HOAs. You have no control. You're basically renting the property. You have no control over what you want or how you want your house to look. If you ever want to upgrade, the highest list price to sales price ratio is Schofield Drive. It listed originally at 2.5 and sold for 3.32. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, built in 1951 and just under a third of an acre. Everything's updated, but not original. Somebody just bought this for the property, for the land. They updated this kitchen. You can tell because it has the grains just follow it. So it's just a sticker. They're selling this for the land. When somebody's going to take this house, which is 1,700 square foot, they have a third of an acre. The value is in the land on this one right here. They're going to tear down this house and put a McMansion on it. Call me in 2 years. We can take a look and I'll guarantee you that it's on sale for that. This is the lowest price. This is the lowest list price to sales price ratio, meaning start high, try to be a market maker, get shot in the foot, and 134 days later, it took to sell it. It says that the house is worth $1.9 million, but buyers told you otherwise. I saw this house. I saw it for months. It sold for 1.6. This is sold for the property, the land, because look at this. You have to tear down that tree. That house is just beat to hell, and you're behind a commercial property. So this is worth 1.6. You're right close to the freeways. I would never have bought that house. You're doing yourself a disservice. Land is tight. If you can build a McMansion on it, that's great. This is the highest priced home for sale in Santa Clara County, $32.8 million. And guess what? It's just land. I know, it's actually a hotel. Look at that. No, this is misrepresented. And this is the lowest sales price. It's active for sale. It's on market 4 days right now. Cash offers only. This will not qualify for financing. There's full basement with kitchen and bathroom. Bring your investors, large lot. I can almost guarantee that it's going to sell for like 700. That's Nagley Park right here. Japantown, Nagley Park. That's the Apple campus going in. Yeah, that's a good value for that. It's going to sell quick.